And I also want to warn Ugandans that this should not be a tribal war, because I have been hearing some Ugandans say, you girl from Koboko there, what do you know? You're just a worker. This government belongs to the Banyankole. That is not what I heard from my president. This is one country, we must fight. If they say I am a worker, good. As a worker, I am going to tell the owners of the factory that when you sit badly, me, I will tell you that you're sitting badly. So we should stop being tribalistic. This is a national asset. I'm not a tribalistic person in any case, but those who take onto social media to start supporting and say, oh, for us, we are these people, for us, these other ones, they're not supposed to talk, others are workers and others are the owners. That's not true. This country belongs to all of us, and all of us must fight for our country. The mafias, the cabal, the cartel that is used to intimidating, robbing this country, they're yet again plotting a move to kill me. They've been having meetings in various offices, in Kampala Club, in the offices of Uganda Registration Service Bureau. And they've recruited a group of young people, and they're tapping my phone all the time. They have gone to MTN and gotten printouts of my communications on what I do. They're trailing me. I have already alerted the police. But I want to tell you that if I die, do not look. Do not even ask that there must be a postmortem done, because you already know the killers. And they must not even institute any police investigation to know the killers of Anite, because they're already known. And I'm not going to fear to fight them. I'm going to continue to fight them. And I want to ask the public to join me in the fight, because the last time I stood up and fought them, they named me. They said I had pocketed $8 million from the government of Mauritius. I did not take it lying down. I dragged some media houses to court, those who allowed themselves to be used, who allowed themselves to be bought like the soft power and the grapevine. They actually are planning to give me other people's husbands. Me, I have my husband called Alan Kajik. I love him so much. I am hearing that they are going to be giving me other people's husbands. They are planning to give these small boys in town, saying that now they are my husbands. My husband is the most handsome. I chose him carefully. And I am not about to leave him. I don't go opening my skirt far like some of them do. For me, I am diligent and I love my husband. He's the most handsome man, the most loving, the most caring. As you know, his chest, it's a comfort for me. What will I be looking for? On those other, they should just go to hang. On that one, I want to assure them that they will not catch me there. But if they want to buy red paper, I'm very happy so far you refuse to run that rubbish of theirs, because they are taking nude pictures. The only nude picture I have is with my husband. And I'm entitled to have nude pictures with him. Because he gave me a ring. Yes, I'm supposed to be naked with him. Who said that I'm supposed to sleep with my husband dressed? Because he who alleges must prove. They have plotted and said that I have accumulated a lot of wealth. They have given me people's houses in Kololo, Nakasero, Munyonyo, London, Dubai, and they've taken these pictures, claiming that all that is my wealth, and that's why I am fighting. I am not fighting a personal fight. I am fighting a national fight. President Yoweri Museveni went to the bush and fought for the liberation of of our country. I am fighting to liberate our country from these renowned powerful thugs, thieves, who have been well entrenched in government, who have been here for a long time and used, they are very, very used to getting away, getting off the hook each time they are in a scandal. You know that these people, the mafias that I'm talking about, they have been in scandals day in and day out. And they have gone and plotted that the IGG should investigate me. I do not fear any investigation. I'm not like them who run away from an audit. I do not use legal gymnastics, but in the interest of the public, because I am fighting a national cause to liberate our country from the corrupt. If we must fight corruption, we should all hold our hands together. And I want to be that example, that if the IGG must investigate me, it has to be a public hearing, to sit back and watch a few people vandalize, because we want to turn around the company, and the only way they can stop us from turning around the company is let us cut the cables and then stop this telecom from operating. We all remember once upon a time that Daily Monitor drew my cartoon when I said Ugandans must buy UTL lines and use. And they drew my picture and put Bubu, buy Uganda, build Uganda. Yes. I thought I was being patriotic, and I'm still patriotic to fight that we must all support Uganda Telecom. But these mafias, for them to make this story to come to an end, the only way they can stop is let them cut the wires. The telecom is normal. Investigations are stopped. And that's it. The plan is, let's take Anite out of the picture. Maybe the story will stop. But history will judge them harshly. I might die, but they will still be here. What hurts me, you'll ask me, which takes me to my final point. What hurts me is that as the Minister of Investment and Privatization, from the time I got appointed, I went through all our liquidated assets. Back in the history, I needed to know what happened. When I was in school, before I was born probably, I needed to know what happened. Because once upon a time, I was told that we had an airline, and it was liquidated. I wanted to know what happened to the proceeds when they sold it. I was told that once upon a time, we had Uganda Fishers Markets Corporation. I was told once upon a time we had Cobalt, Uganda. I was told that we had agrochemicals. I was told that we had Coffee Marketing Board. But all these were liquidated. A total of 37 Ugandan assets were liquidated. When I investigated, I found all the money were put in commercial banks. And as I know that procedurally, after you have liquidated and you gotten the proceeds and settled debt and the creditors, the balance of the money is supposed to be put in the consolidated fund. To my dismay, all this money were put in commercial banks with the signatories in URSB, Stanbic Bank, Standard Chartered Bank. Standard Chartered Bank has two. There's a dollar account. There are two. And I asked, have you ever, and I asked the Secretary to Treasury, are you aware that these monies are in this commercial bank? He said, oh, I actually thought that we had transferred this money to the consolidated account. He said, you thought? Well, this is it. So, my question is, I asked, why don't you audit? What are you doing with the proceeds? The law does not allow. Which law is this? I want to know. As a minister responsible, the president did not send me here to come and just mchezo. He sent me here and he gave clear instruction, this is Kisanja Hakuna Mchezo. If it is true, it is Kisanja Hakuna Mchezo. Let us not dance on the job, let us expose the rot in our government. And we're not going to expose. Someone was telling me you're going to take down your government. No. We will chase the wrong people out of the government and then we'll bring the right ones. Because How do you put public funds in private accounts? The evidence is here. You will say that this Anite likes talking, seeking for attention. I'm not. These are facts. They're here. I have no travel ban against me. I can travel anywhere in the country, whether it is to Ireland, whether it is to Mauritius, whether it is to Europe. Mention the country. I have no travel ban against me. So I can travel. And I am mandated, at least, up to until now. I am the minister in charge of investment and privatization. The mandate given to me is to mobilize and attract foreign direct investment. And I've been doing that for the last 3 years, and I'm going to continue doing that. But I thought I should let you also know the clear status of affairs and the relationship of Uganda government and Mauritius, and also what is happening with that transaction, that they have continuously bought grapevine. I know you're here. Oh, the insider and this one of Saraka Jingo, what is it called? Soft power. I know you're here. But I need to let you know and explain to you so that you don't allow to take their money. Maybe you take their money and eat and you don't write that rubbish, because it will land you with me in the courts of law. Because ultimately, that's where we're going to end. Well, I want to tell you that on 25th of May 2018, the administrator, Uganda Telecom, came to me as the minister in charge of investment and privatization to let me know that there are 7 companies that had expressed interest in investing in Uganda Telecom. And these 7 companies were namely Hamilton Telecom Limited, Teleology Holdings Limited, Noah Bacha, Mauritius Telecom, Telecel, the Lease Consortium, Afrinet Kenya Limited. And my advice to him, because there are some of these companies whose owners, if you Google them, they're actually powerful people in government. And they were putting him, according to him back then, they were putting him under a lot of pressure to award the business to them. And he also told me himself in his word, which I also explained in cabinet, that Hamilton was offering to give us a bribe, give us some money, Hamilton Telecom Limited. And all this happened last year in May. My advice to him is that do not allow, because some of the owners of this company, the people who are promoting this company, indeed, were very close to the president. Some of them were powerful people in government. And I told him, do not fear. Let's subject everyone to financial intelligence, due diligence. When the report came out, and I told him all I needed from Uganda Telecom was legacy. I want us to save. I want to be known for saving a company called Uganda Telecom. Because by the time I wanted to save it, there was a plan of liquidation, and I went to court and filed against liquidation, against technical staff in Attorney General's chambers, who had wanted us to liquidate it. So I thought this is a public issue. I must let the public know. But when the report came out, the report indicated clearly who owns which company, when which company was registered, each and every one of the companies when it was registered, and the financial intelligence report then said conclusively the only company that has financial capability, work experience is Mauritius Telecom. That was the time I stood up and said, yes, if that is what the financial intelligence report has said, let us go to cabinet and present this in cabinet. Indeed, we prepared a cabinet report, which we presented in cabinet. The disadvantage of Mauritius Telecom was that they had offered less money, and I did mention to the president that for us to take a gamble with a special purpose vehicle like teleology,